Hey, what's going on, guys? DJ Hess here, bringing you guys a video to discuss with you guys Nike and Jordan Brand both, and the idea of them being able to allow pre-orders for their shoes. And this is something that came to me in the middle of the night. I was just thinking about it last night, and I had to take a bunch of notes to this so I could do a video because I thought this was kind of a valid video. Hopefully, you guys will appreciate this video. I'm looking forward to the comments of this video. I'm looking forward to seeing some video responses as well. So feel free to do a video response. I'm going to hit up some of the bigger YouTubers out there, see if they'll do a video response as well, such as J-Star or Jumpman, or Nightwing or Zaya X, see if any of these guys want to do a video response to this. But basically it's this. I want to know what you guys' thoughts are on Nike allowing pre-orders to shoes for their releases maybe 2 months before the shoe comes out. And the pre-order would guarantee you a pair of the shoes coming out, but the caveat being you have to pay an extra, I'm just throwing the numbers out there, $20 to $50 extra per pair of shoes for you to pre-order. And my thoughts on that are this. Like, the reason why I thought of this is because of the Space Jams that I did yesterday. I did get these as a pre-release from the RMK store. They came in that box that you see underneath it, which is not the official released box. Now, for people like myself, I'm a diehard Nike fan and a diehard Jordan fan, and to have the wrong box shipped to me for a premium price that I paid for those shoes, $100+ over retail, is kind of outrageous to myself. I'd rather pay that price for basically the legitimate retail box that came with everybody else's shoes in when the shoe came out. I don't want to pay extra for a pair of shoes that are sketchy and potentially not even legitimate. And for those people that wear them like day in and day out and don't really care if they're 100% legit, that's cool. That is totally okay by me. That's your prerogative. But for me personally, I like to have the authentic feel of the shoe. I want to have the authentic. I want to have the receipt to the shoe, and all those things. And I've only bought those Space Jams and the Carmine pack that I mentioned on eBay from the shoe store that's no longer available, like K Shoes or whatever. But yes, if you guys want to buy those pre-order or pre-sale of the shoes and get them early and start rocking them before everybody else, I understand you guys' motivations to do those type of things. But for me personally, and I know there's a lot of other people who probably feel me, I would rather pay an extra $50 to Nike or Jordan Brand for a pre-release for a shoe coming out than $100 to a reseller of a shoe that's not 100% authentic technically, even though it says they are. You got to look at it like this. The other side of it is, how much money do you think Nike gets from the RMK store? If they're getting these shoes early, what are the chances that these companies are just manufacturing the shoes in Nike's factories or Jordan Brand's factories, not paying them a penny for their shoes that they're releasing? So they're selling the shoes early to meet this demand. Nike and Jordan Brand are not getting a dime for the pre-released shoe that they're selling, and you guys are buying them and stuff, and that's great. The downside to that is what happens when you guys complain about the retro quality of the Jordans and whatnot out there. I mean, by buying these shoes, you guys are essentially you guys are taking away from the profits that Nike could be having, Jordan Brand could be having, and paying like a reseller that price for that shoe. I guess I'm getting at. I don't know. It just seems silly to me to do that, and I'm guilty of doing it myself. But if you take a big look at the big picture, whatever of this, Jordan Brand's getting kind of screwed out of a lot of money, and as a result, like, we can't really complain about the quality of the retros if we're like contributing to the people that are taking money out of Jordan Brand's pockets, I guess. I don't know. That's a long sidebar, but regardless of this, I think that if Jordan Brand, Nike did a pre-sale of the shoe, allowed us to buy the shoe for $20, $50 extra to guarantee us that slot of that shoe when it comes out, we win because we get the shoe guaranteed. Nike wins because they make a little bit of a premium on the shoe. In turn, hopefully, and this is the ideal world speaking, they'll turn some of that extra profits into better materials for the retros for us, giving us a superior product to what we are envisioning as the product that we're paying for. I think that would be a win-win for all of us. Plus, Nike would make more money potentially as well if they did a pre-order of the shoe, because they could say on this date, 2 months beforehand, the Bred 11s are on sale. Just basically like they do the midnight releases. You have a midnight release time of when the shoes come out on pre-order, and you hit a certain quota, whatever that pre-order number is that Nike or Jordan Brand wants to set. once they hit that number, they stop the pre-orders. Then people that didn't want to pay the premium don't have to pay the premium. They can just do the same thing that they always do for the shoes. They can get them because Nike will hopefully set aside a handful of them or a lot of them or whatever for the actual main release, not just pre-orders. So I'm not saying only allow pre-orders for the shoes. So if once they sell out of all pre-orders, then people that actually wanted to pay the retail price for the shoe and not pre-order can't do it. I'm saying set a certain amount pre-order, certain amount retail, and then try to meet the demands. But what they're going to be able to find out is supply and demand is a very touchy balance. They're definitely the supply is not meeting the demand. If they're able to give you guys a lot of the breads out there and a lot of people pre-order these shoes, then they know they can kick up the quantity and still get people to maybe buy the shoe at the regular price as well. So they're making an extra amount of money on the shoes. Plus, they're getting a better judge on the supply and demand for their shoe. It's a smart idea in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think about this, but let me know in the comments below. Another thing is, let's see here. So you wouldn't need, for those people that have hookups to Nike, to Champs, to Finishline, to the brothers or cousins work at Foot Locker, and you can get hookups and you can get the shoes. That's great for you guys, and I think that's a wonderful thing. The downside is to those people that don't have any hookups, and there's a lot of them out there that want to be able to have their fair shake at getting a shoe. I'm thinking this, for those people that have the money in their pockets, this can give them the fair shake to get the legit, authentic shoe by doing the pre-order. And I think that speaks loudly. And I think the other part of that is it will give Nike a direct connection with return customers, diehard return customers that are spending thousands of dollars for this this product, and basically giving them the ability to maybe, I don't know, maybe there's like the Vegas style treatment or something where you go to Vegas if you're a gambler that gambles a lot, they take care of you. If Nike was able to do like a special, even a pre-order, like 1 day's pre-order for those returning customers that buy lots of products or that they can see have bought X amount of products, they can give this special offer to a handful of people so they get the opportunity to buy them and really be guaranteed their pair of shoes for a release. I think that it would be an awesome idea. Maybe that's just me speaking from somebody that would definitely buy the shoes and definitely just wants to get the shoes. But I think there needs to be a balance of like having a shoe available and getting like everybody a fair opportunity to be able to get the shoes. And I think this would help again with the profits. That's I guess the bottom line. There's so many things I want to cover, and I've had to do this video like 4 or 5 times over again because I want to try to get all my points in, and my first video was way too long. So it's really frustrating that I'm not being able to get all my points across. But the last thing I have to say really is this, that there's a really thin line between fans and haters. And what I mean by that is Nike has people that have been fanboys of Jordans and whatnot for years, and then all of a sudden they one pair of shoe has bad quality on the retro, or they got a pair that didn't get good quality, or even better, they weren't able to get the shoe and they're sick of not being able to get the shoe, so they automatically, instead of being a fan of the product, they hate it. So like I said, there's a real thin breaking point between a fan and a hater. And if Nike allows us to be able to pre-order some of their shoes and really help hopefully meet more of the demand that is out there, it could potentially bridge that gap, so it won't turn those people, or hopefully it can flip-flop the people that are haters back into fans or whatever. I don't know if Nike even cares about that sort of thing, but I think that this is a great opportunity for Nike to make more money off of some of these products, as well as judge the amount that is willing to be sold. I don't know where I'm really going with this now because I'm totally flustered. I've done this so many times. I just think that it's a good idea out there for this to happen. If there's parts of this idea that you guys think are really flawed, definitely leave them in the comments below. I'm not saying this in stone. And it's hard to do commentary sometimes because this is a discussion for me talking and you guys are listening. Flip side of that is I'm not 100% headstrong on one thing. Like I'm willing to have a discussion, and I want to know the other side of it. So maybe if we get a lot of feedback, I'll do a response video and like a follow-up video to this to, let you guys know that I heard you guys' views and whatnot. But, I don't have, again, a problem with the reselling market necessarily. I do have a problem with the fact that it doesn't go into Nike's pockets. And as a result, like, how can we complain about the quality of retros if we're supporting the resellers? And by resellers, I'm not talking about those guys that buy 3 pairs of shoes or whatever and then sells them back online and tries to pay for their shoe. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about the guys, the big guys out there that we don't know, that are mass producing shoes unbeknownst to Nike and Jordan Brand and selling it for a major profit for themselves illegally. That's the people I'm talking about. So don't think I'm talking about the small guys out there. I'm not talking about any YouTubers out there. I'm just speaking specifically of that. Any which way, I don't know where to go with this. The video is about over. Let me know you guys' comments, and hopefully we'll get some video responses to this. And yeah, if you guys like the concept of where I'm going, though, give the video a thumbs up. If you guys don't like the concept, excuse me, give the video a thumbs down. And yeah, I'm just curious to see where this one plays out. Have a good one, guys. We'll catch you guys later. Thanks.